hang on a minute, because if you're like me and you watched any portion of Donald Trump's interview with Sean Hannity on Fox News the other night, you could not help but notice that he came off like a crazy person. Also, many observers have noticed over the past several years that Trump seems to operate his business like a mafia boss, and in fact, seems to want to be seen to be the head of a crime family. So if you take these two items together, for myself, I could not help but be reminded of the story of Vincent Gigante, also known as Vinny the Chin, who was the head of the Genovese crime family in New York City towards the end of the 20th century, during which time he cultivated the image of a crazy person by wandering around Greenwich Village in his bathrobe and acting in a generally addled manner. Now, Donald Trump, until very recently a lifelong New Yorker, could not help but be familiar with the story of Vinny the Chin, who was at one point in the early 90s indicted and found mentally unfit to stand trial. However, I would caution Mr. Trump that, as I'm sure he knows, Gigante was later indicted again and convicted, and afterwards admitted that he'd been feigning insanity the whole time. After which he finished the remainder of his life in federal penal systems of different kinds. So, if, as I suspect, Donald Trump might be trying to prepare a preemptive insanity defense, that might not work out any better for him than it did for Vinny the Chin. Anyway, thank you all very much for your kind attention.